Welcome back to the Chat Time Pod. It's your host Red. I got a video today from Abba and Preach. I know not everybody likes them, but they're one of my favorite content creators, and they did it on Fresh and Fit. It seems Fresh and Fit has been demonetized. They've been kicked off the partner program, and most of us kind of saw this coming, to tell you the truth. And it's actually a big hit on the Manosphere. It's a big hit on like what men like me do too, because they were such a big platform. If they were willing to get rid of men like these that have such a big platform that brings so much money to YouTube itself, smaller creators like me, what makes them not want to take him out too? I mean, there are a lot of differences. My takes aren't anywhere close to Fresh and Fit's take, but it's still a big hit. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
I want to say I have no quorums really with Fresh and Fit other than some of their takes. I respect them. They've done great things in this space. They probably helped out very many men. I'm just barely starting. And I'm not happy or, gloating over the fact that they're getting removed or, they got their monetization removed. It's kind of a bad thing, like I said, in the space. It's not what I want, right?
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro.
This would be the takes I do not agree with them about. It's not just these takes. It's, just how they fully treat women and just disrespect, across the board. Not saying that all women deserve respect. Not saying, but just calling everybody whores and, things like that. It's just not a good way to teach younger men to go about life.
At the moment, we are currently on tour, so that's why we're in this setup. It looks a little bit different. We're sitting. We weren't going to do any videos while we was out here, but
What happened?
some things happened.
Cause this motherfucker told me that this shit happened, and then I was like, okay, what?
While we were out here taking dubs on tour, doing some of our first live shows, let me just say, meeting you guys in person has been amazing.
Great.
Some big news just dropped. YouTube made some decisions.
No.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go. 3,
No.
2,
No.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go. This might be one of the last times you guys hear this intro.
No.
I can see why they're
I'm just kidding.
They had
You guys can hear this.
they had a pretty, intense relationship with the Fresh and Fit. Again, I'm not taking happiness into this. It's just kind of a bad thing overall for the Manosphere.
Intro as often as you want if you go to Rumble.
No way.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
Is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. When I heard that, I was shocked because we love YouTube, man.
yeah,
We love streaming,
yeah,
and at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
yeah.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for, fuck it, Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wix.com, yeah.
All right, so this is their like little sob moment where they relive the tales of the good days, you know. So I'm just gonna put 1.5 because I don't give a fuck.
And
The truth, yeah, I don't really care about their little sob story all that much. You know, people all have to do something, do what they need to do. So,
you know, he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit.
You guys remember the days before we started just making a podcast where we shit on women every day? Remember the days we used to work at Wix and you were a loser, and then I used to put out like illegal immigrants behind bars, and then we got together and we're just like, yo, these fucking whores, and we made millions. Man, the good old days. Dumb whores.
You're whack.
November like 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. And this is 2020 November. And I, you know, I go, you know, I let my supervisor know, hey, I got to go up to, you know, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not the same building as us. And, you know, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, you know, and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, you know, hey, you know, it's part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the, you know, the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you probably can't work for the FBI and also be like, yo, these fucking whores, man.
I agree with that.
Sorry. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the FBI is probably gonna frown on that.
Yeah.
The FBI is probably gonna have a problem with that.
Homeland Security is probably not wanting some dude just be like, hey, yo, these whores deserve less. I like that this even needed a conversation. Like, even working as a government clerk, you probably can't have a YouTube channel doing this
No.
shit. But anyways.
Probably think I'm recording videos on my phone. Like, that's what it is, which it was a fucking like iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, you know, they're like, no, like, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there.
Yeah.
We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And yeah, I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, you know, 6-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And yeah, and I haven't. I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. You know, fortunately, we made some moves, etc. You know, and we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah, and you know, Fresh always said this. You know, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought it was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Okay, they're just off the partner program.
That's 95% of their revenue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just they make their money. Listen, for all this shit I talk, they are top 3 in terms of how much money people donate. The amount of dudes who want to be like, you know, they have the panel with the women and the dudes donate $100 to be like, tell that dumb whore with the blonde wig that her daddy doesn't love her. Like, there's dudes who paying that every day.
There are men that do that.
You know, like they were top of the line. That's how they made their money.
Yeah, they're the only fans of YouTube.
Sure. Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically, we're gonna figure out what's going on, because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and, you know, work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't, in any form or fashion, hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what, we wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, you know, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And like,
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
yeah.
But
And the thing is that you guys know, right? On this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not gonna lie about that. Like, we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times.
Oh, yeah. I said it when they did the whole monkey thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when Fresh and Fit put out that live stream and said they were going to nuke our channel, they just ended up nuking their own. So, if you're proud of this, congratulations, brother. You played yourself. I don't think there's much to be said.
This is the part where I don't feel too bad about it because, yeah, they set themselves up. It wasn't, I don't think it was a hard decision by YouTube to do this. And do I agree with it? Not really. But I understand why YouTube would not want these guys there. Because once the news starts reporting on misogyny and all this stuff, they're seeing men on YouTube doing these types of things. It makes YouTube look bad. Again, I'm not trying to defend YouTube in any way. They're not the greatest of companies either. I'm on the platform. I thank them for the opportunity, but there's certain things you just can't really be doing, and this would be part of it.
Said, I wouldn't be surprised if the YouTube channel gets deleted. Fresh. My man's 28 going on 80, and I don't want that to be you guys. And that's why today's sponsor, THM, gift with your purchase. Don't wait. Rub out that face so you can actually start looking fresh.
I said it to Sneeko when he did the whole fucking him simulating raping a girl, another YouTuber.
It was about the time.
And this is why I didn't even want to go back and forth with Ethan Klein. It's like when you bring up certain drama, it brings bad press. People start writing articles, okay? And YouTube just doesn't like that. They don't want bad press. So even though these guys were bringing in so much money to YouTube and their income, they weren't worth the negative cost that they potentially would bring with a bad press story. And that's what these guys are. They're a bad news story waiting to happen. The New York Times will probably write something someday about misogyny being rampant on YouTube or racism or whatever it is being rampant on YouTube. And they're going to play clips of these guys doing monkey noises and calling people all kinds of things, right? Or doing the KK, putting on the white hood, right? They're going to play those clips. YouTube doesn't need that kind of bad advertising.
This is true.
You want to be able to be free to do whatever you want. YouTube says, sure, but we're not going to make you part of the partner program. We're not going to allow you to make money off this site because we don't want to be associated with your brand. So they're sitting here now like they don't get it, but like all these conspiracy theories that they've been bringing on their platform, all the dumb shit that they've done, they want to sit here and cry about it now, but I already said you were willing to throw away your platform to do the dumbest, unfunniest jokes possible, the dumbest minstrel show. So it's easy to sit here and be like, oh, this is so devastating, but you weren't really thinking about your platform or maintaining your shit when you were doing that dumb stuff. It's easy to say, oh, I care about my girl. I can't believe she left me. You were cheating on her for 5 years. You cheated on her with her sister. You were doing flagrant dumb shit, and then you want to cry afterwards about how much you cared. It's kind of hard for me to take it seriously.
I agree.
I don't want nobody to lose their stuff, but it wasn't surprising to me the same way it's not surprising when the other guy loses.
You called it.
I told Preach in private. I said they're probably going to lose their shit over this.
And I was the one to say I was not believing in that because to be honest with you, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I really don't believe in the system. I don't believe in the things that are in place, and sometimes I'm like, the experience that I had in life of like I don't believe in what they say.
Again, I'm actually pretty surprised it took YouTube so long after quite a few of these incidents to demonetize them. I thought it was going to happen pretty immediately, but I guess they were bringing in YouTube a good chunk of money, so it took them a little bit to like fully discuss and decide these things.
When I mean I'm talking about the system in place and their rules, right? I feel like sometimes it's not fair, and I was like, maybe not, probably not. And then it just takes time, I guess. Yeah. It just takes a whole lot of time for them to sit down and be like, you know what? Let's just review this.
Yeah.
The same way that it took time for Tate, like they need to rally everything up and watch and put like a file together to just justify this. That's the same thing that happened there.
This stuff could even happen to me and Preach someday.
It could.
You know, that's why you don't celebrate this kind of stuff.
No.
Because, you know, we have takes that are probably not the most popular when it comes to trans women in sports or whatever it is. And, you know, I've always accepted that I'm probably going to lose this platform someday. So when that happens, I'll be okay with it. I'll be at peace. It'll suck, but like, it is what it is. You know, I'm not married to this thing. I understand it. But I also try to take steps to be smart about what battles I choose. Not every battle's worth fighting. Yeah. When a dude's putting on a monkey suit or putting on a clan hood, like I'm not trying to be on that level of dumbness, right?
And you're gonna be able to say that, oh well, you know what? That when they did that, they were not on YouTube. Still linked.
Like I said, they don't like the press. If they say YouTuber is out here wearing the hood, making it doesn't matter whether it was on or off the platform. It looks bad for the platform. It looks bad for their business, and that's what it is. YouTube is a business at the end of the day.
Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost no matter who you are. Company, individual, creator.
Yep. And
a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RB creators as well. And I respect that. But just know at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this. And we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're going to have to deal with this price. And today's the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever, I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right?
Yo, don't kill me, bro.
Why highlight that? The saving lives and credit scores.
Don't kill me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, YouTube, I'm mad that you banned these niggas, bro. We need more women making sandwiches, bro. Yo, we need more sandwiches in life. I can't believe. You imagine this fucking dweeb on a date? Yo, what you used to do? I used to be a federal agent. What do you do now? Man, I help men get their women to make fucking sandwiches, whore. Oh my God, he didn't say it. He said that.
Guys, we're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be, Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech, video, like just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right? But dude, there is a matrix, man. Like
that's what I just said to you.
Yo, these guys are such cornballs. All these matrix loving losers, like they never address all the lies they tell. They never address all the fucking factual evidence that they love to provide, the fucking bro science that they believe in. They just blame the Matrix. It's crazy how they say women are allergic to accountability, but these motherfuckers run to the Matrix when it comes to accountability.
I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew at length. Like,
I agree and disagree. I mean, there is somewhat of a Matrix that runs a certain way, but I do agree that no, it's also what they've been doing. You know, their takes, calling women whores and dumbasses and all those things, and calling people monkeys and all these things. It makes sense why it's hard for YouTube to turn a blind eye to it. They've been on for a long time and been able to do this for quite a while. So it wasn't most of their takes. It's just more of the recent takes that have just got kind of crossed the line for YouTube to want to keep working with them. Again, I'm very cautious, but I also speak my mind. I don't will critique too much or curtail too much of what I say, but I also know there's certain things I can't say. So
people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
Bro,
for everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to
Nobody's
shut
safe.
Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what? Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
Stop bringing up free speech. Like, it's not about free speech. You have the right to say it. That's why you weren't banned from the platform entirely. They're just saying you're not going to make money from us, which is entirely acceptable. Like, you guys are demanding that YouTube pay you, that YouTube employ you. Why would... Imagine if I came to your job and I said you had to employ me. Under what circumstance do I have the responsibility to continue paying you when you're doing stuff that's detrimental to my business? That's not free speech. You want a fucking handout. You want them to just give you stuff because you feel you're entitled.
They want to end out like those girls that want to be paid for whatever.
I think it's fair to say to YouTube, if you guys are going to terminate this, you should be able to tell us why. But let's not act like your fucking dossier is free of issues. Let's not act like YouTube hasn't spoken to you numerous times about the DMCA strikes, about the other things that y'all been doing, or the strikes that you guys have been given, or the warnings that you've received.
Yeah, this is what people are gonna like come on my comments and say, oh, like they don't deserve this. Look, you guys don't know what they do behind the scenes. You guys like all these strikes and a lot of things that they do. YouTube has not told them things before, and then they just keep wanting to push the envelope. And when you want to keep pushing the envelope, sooner or later, it's gonna burst.
Y'all acting like y'all got fired out of nowhere. Bruv, we've all seen you get called into the office a few times. Stop.
I mean, I knew this was coming for them. I just didn't know when.
Watching grown men refuse to take any accountability for any of the situations they're in. I think them going to Rumble is going to be a big L, as it has been for pretty much every creator who's transferred over there. But hopefully if they're able to make good short form content on YouTube or on TikTok and that gets them more viewership, then I think their stuff will keep growing. But if they don't do that, then I think over time their viewership numbers are going to tweeter out as they become less relevant. But it'll probably take a couple years. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Yeah, sad day for the space. Sucks for Fresh and Fit. Again, I'm not celebrating this, but I think a lot of people knew this was coming sooner or later for them. Just the way they act, the way they portray content and things like that. Yeah, that probably happened to me sooner or later too. I mean, my takes aren't even that crazy, but people get that that report me and things like that. So sooner or later, it's probably gonna come to an end. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.